Cool. Thanks everyone for the opportunity to have me on today from the other side of the world. I've got some really awesome stuff to share. So let's get started. The title of my talk is From Prompt to Payment, and this will be the fastest way I think that you'll see to add payments to your apps. So I'm pretty excited. So who am I? I'm Roland. I'm a builder at Alby. And what we do is we build products, tools, services to make it easier to use Bitcoin, both for individuals and for businesses. Um, so I'm I'm gonna do something live, and it might completely fail, but I think it'll be a cool experiment anyway. Um, so the idea is um, I've prepared a few prompts in advance, and I'm going to run one of them, and I'll have it just building in the background while we're running the presentation, and we'll see what happens. Uh, so kind of just an overview of what you're seeing in this animated GIF is like, so you have your agent by itself. It can build stuff. It has general knowledge, but what we will give it is specialized knowledge on how to build Bitcoin apps to add payments to your apps. And with that knowledge, it will be able to actually build a whole app from scratch and actually do end-to-end tests on it, which I think will be pretty awesome. So just before I begin, Ka, everything's okay, right?
Yeah,
And
everything's good, and everybody's listening.
cool. So if anyone has any questions at any time, just feel free to butt in. Just shout out, and we can stop, and I'll answer them. Okay, so I'll go ahead. So I've got a few things running. I've just got kind of like a small document of a few things I did. So I'll go into normal screen. First thing I have is I set up a brand fresh empty VPS, and I paid with Bitcoin and Lightning to buy this, which is pretty cool. You can even set up Bitcoin subscription payments, so it auto renews every single month. And for AI tokens or inference, I'm using PPQ, and so I topped up with Bitcoin, and yeah, I've connected it to OpenCode. So the next thing I did is I installed the basics. I installed Node.js in OpenCode. And then I created a brand new folder. And I'll actually go through these steps now. So in here, I created a new directory. I'll show the one that I did before the talk actually, so you can see it. So just with this one line of code, I'm installing the Alby Bitcoin Payments Agent skill, which gives, it describes it here. It gives you, like, the agent all this information about how to build Bitcoin apps. So I'll just do it in the project, this project, and it's installed already, which is pretty cool. And the other thing that I'm going to do is, because I set up a brand new VPS, I don't care at all. I'm going to give OpenCode permissions to do everything. So let's see if I just cool. So I have this opencode.json file, and it just says permission allow. Because it's a brand new VPS, I don't care. And the really cool thing is when you run OpenCode, it doesn't have to ask for permissions anymore, right? So it can build the whole app, and is a really cool experience because it hits errors, right, and it just fixes them, and it runs random commands and tries random things. And some of the stuff, if I ran it on my own computer, I would be a bit worried sometimes, but when you put it on a separate VPS, it's super cool. So the first thing I did was I made a really simple prompt to show what you can do with um, the Alby agent skill. So just a website to accept some donations. And it would have something like this. So donate to someone's Lightning address, and you can choose the amount. And then it saved another screenshot at the end of the end-to-end test where it actually made a payment. And this is completely automated, right? So these end-to-end tests are fully built and ran by the agent without intervention from me. All I gave it was this simple prompt, and then it started doing everything. So now I created a more complicated one for the AI Rodeo. Hope this is okay. Maybe my yeah. So I made like this farm application where you have like a shop, and you can buy some stuff, buy some cows, buy some ducks. And it's exactly the same concept. It's just building, like, the prompt has a bit more application stuff, but like the payment stuff is all the same as this simple one. So it shows like you can prompt payments into your app, and then you can spend more time like actually building whatever you want to build, which is pretty cool. So I'll close this one down for now. And so we have basically an empty directory right now. So I'm going to start a new terminal session just in case the internet disconnects here. Open code will keep running. So I just start a brand new open code instance here running Claude Sonnet 4.5 PPQ. So the first iteration, this was built actually with OpenCode's free plan on Minimax. So I'm going to take the same prompt. So basically, it's make a web app for a game called Alien Farm. You have a farm, and you can basically buy stuff, connect your wallet, and make payments to like buy land or buy new animals or food. So I'm gonna paste the whole prompt in here, and let's just wait for a bit to make sure it's working as expected, and then we can go along with the presentation.
Hey, Roland. So I have a question real quick. So since we already run Alby Hub, am I just basically putting my address? Like, when does that happen? As far as like, if I were to throw like a PlebLab Lightning address, um, yeah.
Do you mean for this farm game? So
No, just like in anything that we're showing right now. Like, let's say I wanted to do a farm game. Where do you add the Lightning address that the sats would be going to as a receiver?
um so yeah, you can just add a Lightning address to display in the application, and every time you receive a payment, your wallet can notify the application that it's received a payment. This is one way to do it, but actually with Alby Hub, it's quite a lot more powerful than just a Lightning address. So a Lightning address is like an email address; you can just use it for receiving. But with Alby Hub, you can actually also make app connections, and basically you give an application limited access to your wallet, and it can do a whole bunch of things. It can make invoices, it can pay invoices, it can list transactions, do all these sorts of things. So it's quite powerful.
Okay, we have another question here. Two more questions. Go for it, Obi. Will this be able to connect through Nostr wallet, connect to other wallets like Zeus, or only like? So the question was, will it connect to Zeus through NWC and other things like that?
Yes, so you can Zeus supports NWC. You will have to have the application open, I think. So if you're building like a server side app where you need a wallet, the server-side app is going to be running 24/7. You kind of want an always online connection. So in this case, um, I think an always online wallet is more suitable. But I think Zeus is great for other situations. Like you just run it on your phone, your nodes on the phone. It's super easy to set up. And I'm pretty sure next time when you open up Zeus, then it will receive any request through NWC.
Okay. What was your question?
Yeah, for the actual like LSD, like what the LSD?
Right. Yeah. So the question was, Roland, on the LSP side, as far as like Alby, what sort of is everything just kind of automated, pre-automated through the Alby Hub subscription, or how are you like how would a builder be able to insert their own LSP, or is that something that's building out later? Hopefully that
Uh,
makes yeah.
yeah, right now we have 5 LSP partners, and we're always interested in talking to more LSPs who could be a good fit. Recently, we integrated with Amboss, so they have this Magma LSP service, so that actually opens up to a whole bunch of nodes that can become LSPs for Alby Hub. So yeah, I would say if you're running an LSP and you have some decent amount of liquidity, um, please definitely get in touch with us. hello@getalby.com, and we can chat. If you want to do more like a peer-to-peer liquidity service, I think Amboss could be something to look into, or possibly Amboss Magma, and I think also Electrum has some things like that, like peer-to-peer swaps and so forth.
Yeah, answered it. Okay. Any other questions? Don't be afraid. Ask away. Okay. Cool. No, I think those are all the questions. But I guess for me,
Cool.
because I want to try something like this with the skills for Alby, like, can I just use my current subscription and then YOLO into like a wallet that has like, I don't know, 50,000 sats and then see what happens?
Yeah, that's the perfect thing with NWC, right? You can create these budgeted connections, so even $5 or $10 or whatever you want. So what I did is like I'd set up a an OpenClaw agent or something, and I can give it a wallet. Um, and I have a slide in the presentation for this actually. But yeah, so then your agent can have limited access to your Alby Hub wallet to do certain things, like it can pay for its own VPS usage, it can pay for its own AI tokens, it can buy domain names, it can do a bunch of things,
It's
which is
cool.
pretty cool.
I got another question. Ovi?
So, is it possible to just control access to the wallet so there's like a read
Yeah. 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 He's asking about the family stuff inside the wallets, like the sub wallets. He's asking if you can explain that.
Oh, okay. Yep. So you can create as many subwallets as you want, and actually each subwallet is kind of like it's similar to another app connection. It's completely isolated. Um, but instead of having a budget like normal app connections, say you could give a $10 connection to like Primal or Damus or Amethyst. Um, in this case, you create a completely isolated wallet that can be topped up and drawn down. So you, as the Alby Hub runner, only you have actually the keys to the Lightning node. Only you have access to the channels. So basically, you become a custodian. You're kind of like a small wallet of Satoshi in a way, but you can provide um, like a nice experience for people who are just getting started with Lightning, right? So that what you can do is you create a sub wallet, and all they need to do is download Albigo and scan a QR code, and then they're set up with like a wallet. And rather than trusting a large centralized custodian, um, they are basically borrowing your node's liquidity, right, to receive and send payments.
Right. Ovi?
controlling access for like a read only for access.
So he's asking about a read only access to a just basically a read only wallet. Um, that he can connect to his agent. But I guess those would be sub wallets, wouldn't they? I mean, I don't know. Can he have a read only wallet at the top level?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you can. Oh, so it has to be a app connection or a sub wallet. But when you create one, you actually have full control to choose the permissions. So you can choose whether it can pay or receive, like really granular what it can do, and if it can pay, then how much it can pay, or if it can only receive payments, that's fine as well.
Cool. All right.
Cool.
I think there are questions. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I'll go back to the presentation now. I think this is like Claude's going pretty well building this up. I see the back end, front end already. Folders already there. So yeah, I'll jump back to the presentation now. Cool. So before I show what Alby has recently built, which I think is super awesome and is kind of leading the way in the simplest way to add payments. Before this, there's been a lot of things like for people who are just starting to add payments to their applications. Normally, they have to do a lot of setup or signing up for different services. Sometimes you use like testnet, and you have to go to a faucet and ask for some faucet sats, and sometimes they have like a limit, and you need more than the limit, and then you have to wait like a day, or you have to use like a VPN to switch your IP address, and these things just slow you down. Same if you're going to run an actual self-custodial Lightning node, then you need to use channels. But when you're actually building your app, we don't want to have to worry about channels. And another thing, there's all these different wallet APIs, all different Lightning nodes like LND, LDK, Eclair, Core Lightning. And if you want to interact with these different nodes or different wallets like CoinOS or Blink Wallet or any of these ones that expose an API, they're all different. And this makes it very difficult for developers. So yeah, a lot of infrastructure that you need to set up before you even start building, which is not very nice. So what would it look like in an AI world, right? So ideally, the human, like me or you, who wants this app to be built, we don't have to deal with any of this, right? The agent should do it for us. So that's kind of what I'm showing you today, that just with a prompt, the AI agent can build and test the app end to end. No human in the loop, which is really cool. So a few of the things that we built to make this possible is the builder skill, which I showed you before. That's the one we installed to give the specialized knowledge to your agent. NWC Wallet Faucet is a really cool way to spin up brand new wallets, and I'll show you a demo actually. So just with one curl post or one button click, you can create a brand new wallet, and this you can connect to an app, and it works almost exactly the same as a production Alby Hub connection would, or a sub wallet. And you can just spin up as many as you need. So this is really good for like end-to-end tests, where you want to have reproducible tests. You can spin up as many wallets as you need and like send payments between them. So, and then there's Alby Sandbox. Actually, I, if we have time at the end, I can show you a bit. But there's like 18 different scenarios that you can look at before you even start building your app, to see what's possible with Bitcoin and Lightning, like all the cool things you can do, like setting up subscription payments. Let's see. Yeah, so every 10 seconds, Alice will send 100 sats to Bob, as an example. And this is kind of what is used by LNVPS actually, like the auto renewal once a month is powered by NWC. So sorry. Next, not completely developer focused, but we can also give agents access to a Lightning wallet and be able to send and receive payments on your behalf. So this is what another AI agent skill comes in handy. And we can go over this one. And finally, these are all powered by Nostr Wallet Connect, which is just an open protocol to connect applications to wallets. So there are a few cool things about this. You don't actually need to use Nostr at all. You don't have to understand how it works. But it kind of sits above Bitcoin and Lightning, actually. It's like a third layer. It's an abstraction. It abstracts away all the differences between different Lightning wallets and nodes and just gives you a really simple interface like pay invoice, make invoice, list transactions. It doesn't matter what wallet you use as the developer, or if you create an app that your users use, they can choose any wallet, their favorite one. They can choose Zeus wallet, they can choose Alby wallet, CoinOS, Primal, whatever they like. So I ran this right at the start. So super easy to set up. When you're in your project directory, just paste this one line, and then you can start your agent. Tell it to use the skill, and it will suddenly, like Neo from the Matrix when he learns Kung Fu, your agent will know how to build Bitcoin apps. So what I did at the start was I created a simple prompt and gave it to OpenCode. And what OpenCode is doing now is building the app. It's integrating Lightning payments, and it's writing and running the tests. And it's going to keep running and keep trying. And actually, maybe it's already done, which is cool. Let's see. I'm not sure where it actually put the tests. Maybe I can ask it. Oh, okay. So it has some here. Okay, the provider is returning an error. I'll try switching quickly. Open code. Does anyone know what the free one is?
I got no answers here.
Big Pickle on Zen.
Oh, okay, cool. There's quite a few moving parts, so doing a live demo. We'll see if it plays out.
It's good. It's good though. Do a lot.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so I kind of showed this before, but the really awesome thing, one part of it that we've built is the way to spin up unlimited wallets with infinite balance. So there's no actual test net. There's no mining of coins. There's no UTXOs. There's no channels. There's no blocks. All of that stuff is abstracted away. So it's really easy just to use as many wallets and as much money, fake money, as you need to build the apps. So I think I mentioned most of these things, but when I was running this before, it's really cool, right? That open code, when it has all permissions and it sees errors or sees things that are not working, it just like it has like infinite energy, right? It just keeps attacking the problem. It tries stuff. It keeps working until it fixes them, and it's not like I have to. Well, actually, as you saw, I had to fix something, but normally the AI agent can just run without human intervention, at least until all the tests pass, and that from its perspective, the job is done. So hopefully it actually takes screenshots. We can go back and see if it works. Yeah. So the next cool thing. So we talked about giving an agent the ability to build apps, but we can also give the agent the ability to use a wallet, and it's powered by Nostr Wallet Connect again. So the skill, what it does, it actually gives your agent an interface to a wallet. So your wallet is running somewhere else. So you can give it a sub wallet. So you don't have to trust it with your whole balance. You give it like $10 or whatever it needs. And then it can just interact with the wallet, get its balance, make payments, list transactions, and so forth. So if you're using a local agent, you can just run this command, or if you're using OpenClaw, wherever it is, you just tell it to install this custom skill, and it will just install it. And then once you've given it an NWC connection to your wallet, then it can have full access within the bounds of what you've given it. So I quickly showed the sandbox before, but there's a short video just kind of give you an idea what it can do. I hope the video shows okay.
Yeah, it's showing good.
So as I kind of mentioned, like even before you build your app, you can go into the sandbox and kind of play around and see if what you want to build is actually possible with Bitcoin and Lightning. And because we have all these examples, it's really easy to take those and add them to your app. Cool. So yeah, 13 different scenarios. No Bitcoin needed. You don't even need a wallet or even a custodial wallet, because it can just create new wallets, these test wallets, directly inside the sandbox itself. And this whole sandbox was actually built with this builder skill. So I installed this one line command, and then I use it to add all these different scenarios, which is quite good proof that our builder skill is actually quite powerful. And basically now you don't have to write any code at all. So yeah, a whole bunch of different stuff you can build. Subscription payments, hold invoices, conditional payments. This is kind of cool. So you could create an invoice, someone commits to paying it, but then, for example, say they were going to buy something and it's out of stock, then you can just cancel their payment and they don't pay. I think another cool thing is like you can do auctions where people can outbid each other, and whoever gets outbid, their payment can just get cancelled and they don't lose any funds. And only the winner's payment is settled. I think is pretty cool. You can do like Prism, so if Ellis sends a payment to Bob, he can forward some part of it to Charlie and David. And there's Lightning address stuff and checking pre-images, which is like a proof of payment. So quite a cool, a lot of stuff you can do. So yeah, really just one line and you give your agent everything it needs. So yeah, here's a bit of advertising from my side. If you like a nice wallet, you can self-host it, 100% open source. And it is kind of a next generation wallet. It's actually Nostr Wallet Connect first. It's very much more than just scanning QR codes and making payments. It's definitely built for people who want to do more, connect their wallet to everything they do, or connect their wallet to different businesses and different applications they're building. And if you don't want to host it yourself, we also have a cloud hosting solution, which is like with a few clicks you can set up an Alby hub for a monthly, about $10 or so. So in this QR code here, if anyone would like to scan it, it's just these slides. So in your own time, you can go through them again. If there's something that you thought was interesting. Yeah, and I would love you guys to try this stuff out. It's pretty new from our side, and I think it's brought Alby to absolutely the forefront, the best developer experience for adding payments to your apps. So I would love some feedback, or if you have any troubles or suggestions, feel free to email me. Here's my email here. And we can go back to the code. Maybe I'll quickly check if it's still running. Hopefully it didn't stop to ask me for more stuff. But yeah, anyway, in the meantime, does anyone have any more questions? Maybe.
I think people are trying to take a picture of the QR code right now.
Sorry. Yep.
Any questions, y'all? Do I have any questions? Don't see any questions. I got a question for you. So, like, if we were going to do, so we had that Pleb TV. Like, if we were going to do, like, say, ads at the beginning of these videos, is there a way to do that? Um, um, that could be paid out through a Prism to to people that were going to watch the video. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know how you have like a pre-roll and like some YouTube stuff, but imagine if there was something like that, but for um for like video basically. Is that something that we could probably set up with Alby?
So people who watch the ad get a small payment. Is that what you mean?
I mean, we could do that too. Yeah.
Yep. Definitely possible. You would need people's Lightning addresses, so they could maybe like scan a QR code and like enter in their Lightning address somewhere, and then
Whenever they watch
Yep.
ads, they're just getting paid out for
Yep.
anything. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that was my question because I'm thinking through it right now with like how we could build it into Pleb TV. But yeah, it's more on the video side of things. What are some like really cool use cases or I guess builds that you've seen that people have integrated with Alby already? Anything that stands out that you've seen?
I think definitely there's a lot of cool experiments going on with AI. I think. I think one thing more standard is there's a lot of communities around the world who have set up an Alby hub, and they're doing like this sub wallet thing. So they give like their community members like they can get a sub wallet quite easily. So I think Eins Wonder in Germany, they set up a whole bunch of different Alby hubs across the country for each different community. I think this is one thing. I know there's a lot of businesses that use Alby hub to power and receive payments. One cool thing is there's Wave Space, which is like a card in Europe, so you can make payments like I think with Apple Pay or Google Pay, and every time you make a payment, it will use your Alby hub to automatically re-top up the debit card with the amount you just spent. So you've always got like a balance available on the card, but without having to put too much into custody, and also to keep as much as possible in Bitcoin until you actually need to spend it. I think is a really cool feature. Maybe we could we can quickly jump to the App Store. I think there's so Alby Hub has an App Store. Actually, all the apps, it's kind of a funny name because all of them are actually free. I mean, well, you use payments in them, but we don't charge for the apps. But yeah, maybe we could explore some. So there's a lot of Nostr clients. You can connect it directly to BTC Pay server. That's cool. Yeah, so bring in and Wavecard. Those are the ones I mentioned. LM bits as well, so you can connect with NWC, and then you have all these other different options like Bolt card support is one of them. Point of sale devices. Let's see. Yeah, you can stream sats on Fountain, which is pretty cool. Buy stuff on Bitrefill. Let's see. Yeah, and as I said, I really like this one, especially for agents recently, that the agents can pay for their own VPS usage and also their own inference. I think is a really cool one. Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Roland. I appreciate it. Anybody have any questions before we let them go? No? Okay. I think that's yeah.
Just quickly, I think we can see if the actual app that I built actually runs. But yeah, maybe it had some issues. But I'll just ask it. Let's just see what happens. It might be broken.
It's using SSH with VS Code to get to its remote machine.
Are you using SSH with VS Code to get to your remote machine? Somebody asked a question. Yeah.
Which is pretty cool actually, because it sets up like auto port forwarding as well. So even like it runs the app on localhost, but you can just open it in your browser to test it.
Is that an LNVPS?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Do they have a daily VPS that you can use for LNVPS? Or is it just per month subscription?
They did have one. I'm not sure if they had to remove it or not. I think it like I think they got like a lot of too many people were buying it. I think so they had to remove it, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
I think with the open core,
it's like the market's open for that right now. Like if that's really cool. It's a good problem to have. I think that's the most interesting thing about all this stuff is just there's money to be made out there. You just got to have a really strong utility. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think also LMVPS, unlike a lot of other providers, they allow your agent to like sign up, pay set up the VPS, everything automated. So I think that's a really good direction. I would like to see a lot of other services like that. I think that's a great way to increase Bitcoin adoption as well.
It's a NIM LMVPS, or is it a company?
It's a company, I guess, ran by it's ran by one guy. So
Yeah. So it's a NIM. It's
yep.
Next link.
I don't know.
Liberty one.
We're not trying to dox anybody on. Cool. Well, thank you, Roland. I appreciate it. And where can people reach out to you and all that stuff? Is it just Roland at getalby.com?
Yep. I'm also on Nostr or Twitter. Or just email hello@getalby.com if you're interested in integrating Bitcoin payments into your app. And we can help you out, give you any tips.